Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. I'm wondering, are y'all getting tired and fed up with all the boycotting and all the nonsense just to try to force us to play their game, to say that they're right, we're wrong, our nation's bad? I'm so tired of hearing the Democrats and these idiots out in the streets, uh, death to America, America's racist, and all this other nonsense. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it no more. It's wrong. Our country is not racist. Do some of the inner cities and some of the programs and companies need some work on race issues? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Especially in the cities. Especially in the Democrat cities. They're the ones having all the problems right now anyway. Tired of hearing all the Democrats try to tell us how these are peaceful protests in the streets. No, when you're taking away people's livelihoods, burning down their businesses, beating people up. I seen a video the other day. White guy and a black guy got in an argument, and the white guy walks off. The black guy picks up a couple bricks. The white guy's walking across the street on a street crossing. Black dude runs up behind him, smacks him in the back of the head with a brick. There was obviously, from their voice or the way they was talking and sounding, there was two black people that was recording it and just laughing their heads off. They thought it was great. Really? This is how y'all want to call attention to a problem you think you have, with violence, destruction? Really? You're losing your support from everybody. And now we have these major league sports people. They're going to punish us. They are going to sit down and boycott, whatever, strike, whatever name they want to give it. And we're supposed to buckle under because they're not giving us our sports. I don't know about y'all, but I'm too busy working for a living. Normally I ain't right now. Hell, I'm semi-retired. But I still don't watch sports. And if I did, this would be a reason not to. And I'm reading where a lot of people are swearing off sports. You know? The NBA team. I can't think of their name because I don't watch sports. But they decided to set out one of their final basketball games the other day. They was ahead 3 games, so setting back 1 game didn't hurt them, but they thought that was making some kind of statement. Gotcha. I got news for them, and we all know it's the truth. Where these major leagues, as the Dallas hockey team, their people are saying, "Oh, we support our players. We support them using this as their platform for expressing their feelings." Okay. They also went on to say how they're losing a whole bunch of their season pass holders in the private sector and in the commercial sector. Good. That's what you need to lose. If you sports people want to turn your entertainment into a political platform, I hope the whole damn country boycotts you. And if we boycott them, you people that do watch the nonsense, as soon as it starts affecting them owners' pocket and them players' pocket, all of a sudden they're going to be like Nike and hollering uncle. It's a fact. We all know it. Hollywood saying, we're not going to make no more movies until this is addressed. Well, folks, the way to get it addressed is not being a damned idiot. Not being out beating up old white people. Really? That's the best you got? Is riot in the streets, steal, loot, destruction, beating up old people? That's how you really think you're going to get any attention to your subject? Wow. And then you want to quote Martin Luther King? Really? I don't think that's how Dr. King did it. I remember some peaceful marches. I've read some of his speeches, and nowhere in there did I hear him say, let's go tear up stores and towns and steal. Didn't hear him say that anywhere. I heard something to the fact, or I read something to the fact, that he said the first window you break, the first law you break, the first rock you throw, you are no longer a protester. You're a criminal. That ain't changed. And to me, you're all criminals. I find it quite funny how some of them are broke down into tears when they actually get caught and held accountable. I think President Trump should make all this Antifa and all that non-BLM and all that, I think he should declare them a national terrorist group, organization. I think they should be going on the FBI's watch list for being terrorists. Remember their pledge? Protect the United States and the Constitution of the United States against foreign and domestic enemies. Right now, BLM and Antifa, they are domestic enemies. They are shipping them all around the country to do protests. Well, no, I can't even say protest, because if it was just protest, it wouldn't be so bad. And they have simple protests, and then these damn fools get shipped in, and they start trying to set off the riots and all the nonsense. Yeah, they need to go to jail. Follow the money there, Rand Paul. Follow the money. Ain't that what they did with ISIS? They followed the money. And they started cutting them down to size. The president did it pretty damn fast. President, I hate to see it happen on our soil, but I think you need to do that right here to some of these organizations that are not friends of the United States. It's real easy. Watch for the ones burning the flag and stomping on it. Follow them. Get hold of some of them hollering death to America. Follow them. Gee, I wonder who it all lead back to. Some of them BLM and Antifa buses that we see, that might be a starting point. Even a simple boy like me understands that if they can have mad cow disease and they can trace that mad cow disease down to the stall that first cow was born in, that first calf was born in that had it, I think they can find out where the money's coming from and who's egging this nonsense on. Yeah. I'm getting tired of it. I think the nation's getting tired of it. The Democratic Party is just now figuring out, because they are kind of slow at times, that all of this nonsense and them not speaking about it is starting to hurt them. So now all of a sudden they're half-assed saying, oh, you're bad boys, quit it, bad boys. Y'all behave. Gotcha. I've had enough, have you? I think our nation's had enough, don't you? I think this whole bullshit up there in Washington, D.C., where we have elected officials that is supposed to be working for you and I, that's supposed to be putting the country first, that's supposed to be taking care of our nation. But instead of doing that, they're up there in Washington, D.C., being a bunch of never-Trumpers. They're up there refusing to talk to Republicans. Really. Y'all need to vote them out. If they're in your district, you need to vote them out. We need to seriously go to a Republican-based Congress and House and Senate and locals and anywhere you can. You need to vote out some of these dumbass Democrats, and maybe they'll get the message. They've gone so far left, it's stupid. They had a bunch of groups over the weekend up there in Washington, D.C. All right, cool. You know, peaceful protesters and all this. A guy got up there, and I've shared this stuff, a bunch of stuff on my YouTube, my Facebook wall. Simple Living with Papa Joe on the Facebook. He gets up there and he admits that he's from Portland. And he's the head of some anti-American organization up there. And he's bragging about that boy that got shot. And he stands there in Washington, D.C. and threatens our president. We're going to go in and drag his ass out of the White House, and we're not waiting on November. We're not waiting on an election. We're going to go get him now. We're armed to the teeth. We took care of that boy in Portland. Really. I think he needs to be arrested. There's a Secret Service all over him. They should be. You know, if you make any kind of threat against the president, that's supposed to be a federal offense. And you're supposed to get a visit. I hope he got one. I really do. That day. I just wanted to vent. Tell y'all that I'm tired of it. I have up to here with it. They have no compassion for me no more. None of this nonsense. Black Lives Matter. Really? If Black Lives Matter, where's your convoy going down to the coast where that hurricane just came in? There's some black folk down there needs help. There's some black lives down there that's been affected greatly. Are you heading down there? Antifa, are you heading that way? Are any of you crybabies heading that way? Is Soros paying you to go that way? Hell no. He's only paying you to be destructive, ain't he? Not constructive. Imagine that. And then they want to talk smack about the president going down there or going up north to, what was the name of that place in Wisconsin? Really? And now tomorrow Joe Biden's going to go up there. Gotcha. He's going to bring us all together, not tear us apart like Trump has. Well, Trump ain't been the one tearing us apart. Your Democratic Party has. Your never-Trumpers have. That's all I got for you. I hope I ain't the only one that feels this way. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. This nonsense out here, it needs to stop. This is just wrong. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.